Yo, welcome to the Chasers Edge home run slate breakdown. We are looking at Sunday, August 16th. And before I get into anything, I just want to thank everyone that's here right now and that has been supporting over the last couple months since I've been putting out these videos. Yesterday, the channel reached over 1,000 subscribers, and I'm just super grateful for everyone that's tuning in and watching the videos and supporting. So, wanted to just start it off with a thank you, and also, I got a lot planned for the future of this channel with football and basketball coming up, and a lot of different content that I'm planning to post on this channel. So, again, appreciate everyone for being here from the start and throughout the first couple of months that I've been putting out videos. And like I said, a lot more to come. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at how we did yesterday for Saturday's slate. There were a total of 30 home runs on the slate. We had a couple guys hit multiple home runs as well. So there were only 27 guys that homered yesterday. We called 3 on the video, and 3 good calls too, all over 500 or more, plus 500 or more on the odds. Benj, House, and Bolte. And it was definitely a weirder day in terms of all the guys that homered. We had Burleson go, but he homered late against the bullpen. Matthew Boyd was on the mound, lefty on left matchup. We weren't going to take Burleson. Some longer shots. Pete went late as well. And, Brian Hayes went, and shit, when's the last time he homered? Abreu went. We took Contreras as the chalkier pick there, so that was a miss. But regardless, it was definitely a stranger day yesterday, and it's just part of it. So we'll look ahead to today's slate, and hopefully this Sunday brings us some better homers and more picks as well. But let's go ahead and switch over to the boards. And before I get into the game by game breakdown, go ahead and drop a like on the video if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we post these videos every single day, going through the baseball slate game by game and picking out guys that look good to home run based on their stats, pitcher matchups, and the Chasers Edge model. So this site that you see here is called the Chasers Edge. We currently have a home run model, and it's currently free to access as well. So all you have to do to access the site is join the Chasers Edge Discord. That's going to be linked in the comments below. And the URL is chasers.win. All you do is log in with your Discord, and you can access everything that you see here on the video. I mentioned earlier we have a lot planned for the future of this site as well, with NFL coming up, NBA. You can see we've added those tabs here over the last couple of days. And more to come. So super excited for everything that we have with the Chasers Edge. And outside of the website here, the Discord's incredible as well. We have over 1,000 members in there. Great spot to chat about different bets and the slate for the day and all of that. We have a home run bot in there that pings every time there is a home run on throughout the day. So really a good spot. And then we have Chax too, who's killing it with the KBO picks, and he's putting a lot of KBO winners in there. So make sure you're in that Discord. Again, that's going to be in the comments. And let's go ahead and get into it here and get started with the Orioles and the Rays. We're in Tampa Bay, so no wind implications. Trevor Rogers on the mound for the Orioles. He's a left-handed pitcher. He's given up 15 home runs this year, but 14 of those have been to righties. Right-handed batters hitting much, much better against him, and so that's where we'll be targeting. Could already tell you we're going to be picking Junior, but let's go ahead and just preview the top Johns here. Top game day threats: Junior, Mesa, Valade, Aranda. Model percentage: Junior, Mesa, Valade, DeLuca. Matchups: liking Yandy. Top zone fits: Simpson, Aranda, Diaz, and Hicks. And then a lot of history here, but all extra base hits: Yandy with 3, DeLuca, Valade, Walls, and Simpson all with 1. All right, like I said, we're taking Junior here. It's just an easy pick right off the rip. Rogers more vulnerable to righties, and Junior looks really good here. So take him for sure. All right, and I'm liking Yandy here too as a long shot. He's got a lot of good history against Rogers. So we're going to go Junior and Yandy. Freddie Peralta is on the mound for the Rays. Right-handed pitcher. He has given up 20 home runs this year. 15 of them have been to left-handed batters. And definitely more vulnerable to lefties, but he's given up a fair amount to righties as well. Top game day threats: Encarnacion, Mayo, Alonso, O'Neill. Model percentage: O'Neill, Mayo, Encarnacion, Alonso. Matchup favoring Causer a little bit. Top zone fits: Mayo, Encarnacion, Henderson, Causer. And then history: Causer's got a home run and an extra base hit. Alonso and O'Neill each with an extra base hit. All right, I'm liking Pete to go back-to-back here. He looks really good. He hits fastballs good. Peralta throws a lot of fastballs, so I am definitely liking Pete. All right, I'm going to take Jackson Holiday here, too, as a long shot. Liking him here. He hits fastballs well. 2 plus 790, so it's definitely a long shot, but yeah, I like him here. Next up, we've got the Diamondbacks and the Braves in Atlanta. Wind blowing in from left field at 6 miles an hour. Bryce Elder is on the mound for the Braves. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 21 home runs this year. Pretty even splits between righties and lefties. Righties hitting better, much better for average, but when it comes to home runs, pretty even. Top game day threats: Carroll, Marte, McCann, Kepler. Model percentage: Arenado, McCann, Tawa, Carroll. Matchup favoring Vargas and Perdomo. Top zone fits: Barossa, Perdomo, Marte, and Arenado. And then guys with extra base hits against Elder: Corbin, Marte, and Arenado, each with 1. Okay, I'm liking Corbin here a lot. He looks good against Elder's pitch mix. He's my favorite here on the D-backs. Okay, and I'm going to take Perdomo here as a long shot. Like his pitch mix and how he matches up here against Elder. Wind blowing a little bit to right, and that helps lefties as well. He'll be batting from the left-hand side. 8 of his 9 home runs have come from him batting on the left-hand side. So, yeah, I like Perdomo here as a long shot too. Soroka is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 9 home runs this year. 7 of them have been to lefties. He is pitching against his former team here. And we're going to be targeting lefties for sure. Top game day threats: Olsen, Riley, Acuna, Harris. Model percentage, Olson, Riley, Acuna, Thomas. Matchup is favoring Jarvis and Albies. And top zone fits, Harris, Thomas, Riley, and Smith. A little bit of history here. Baldwin has a home run off of him. Olson and Yastrzemski each with an extra base hit. All right, I'm loving Olson here. He has been swinging a hot bat and matches up well with Soroka. Really liking Olson. Up there for pick of the day. And Michael Harris looks really good too, and he is definitely due for a home run. So we're going to go Olson and Harris here for the Braves. Next up, we've got the Red Sox and the Pirates in Pittsburgh. Wind blowing out to left field at 5 miles an hour. Lake Bashar is on the mound here for the Pirates. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 12 home runs on the year. Even splits among lefties and righties. So the whole board is on the table here. Top game day threats, Abreu, Contreras, Jones, Duran. Model percentage, Abreu, Rafaela, Contreras, Jones. Matchup not saying too much. Top zone fits, nothing great, but Abreu, Durbin, Rutschman, and Wong. All right, I'm going to go back to Contreras here. I'm liking how he looks against Bashar's pitch mix. All right, I'm also liking Rafaela here for a long shot. He hits sliders and sweepers very good. Most of his home runs have come off those pitches, and Bashar throws a few of those. So, yeah, I'm liking Rafaela here. Patrick Sandoval's on the mound for the Red Sox, left-handed pitcher. He has only given up 3 home runs this year, but he's also only faced 136 batters. Smaller sample size, so hard to tell with the splits, but he has given up 2 of his 3 home runs to lefties. So I think we can definitely look across the board here. Top game day threats, Valdez, Flores, Lau, and Reynolds. Model percentage, Valdez, Lau, Flores, Gonzalez. Matchup, liking Reynolds, Valdez, and Lau. Top zone fits, Gonzalez, Reynolds, Lau, Valdez. And just Lau has a home run off of Sandoval in the past. Man, Valdez is so due, and he matches up really good here against Sandoval. He hits lefties very good. Really liking Valdez here. And I'm not loving anyone else, so we're just going to keep it at 1 here for the Pirates. Next, we've got the Yankees and the Blue Jays in Toronto. Wind is not a factor. Dylan Cease on the mound for the Blue Jays. He's been very good this year. Right-handed pitcher. He's only given up 9 home runs, and 7 of them have been against lefties. So if we're picking anyone here, it is going to be a lefty. Top game day threats, Garcia, Jones, McMahon, Rice. Model percentage, Rice, Wells, Jazz, and Grisham. Matchups like in Rice and Jazz a little bit. Top zone fits, Jazz, Goldie, Rice, Jones. And some history here. McMahon has 2 home runs against Cease with an extra base hit. Rice has a home run. Rosario, an extra base hit. All right, tough matchup here for the Yankees, of course, but I'm going to go with Ben Rice. If we're going anyone here, it's going to be him, and we'll leave it at that for the Yankees. Pitching for the Yanks, Ryan Weathers, left-handed pitcher. He's given up 22 home runs this year, 18 have been against righties. Top game day threats for the Blue Jays: Kazuma, Sanchez, Valenzuela, McAdoo. Model percentage: McAdoo, Kazuma, Kirk, Springer. Top matchup: Springer and Clement. And zone fits nothing great, but Kirk, Clement, Sanchez, Springer. We've got some history here against Weathers. Springer with 2 home runs. Kazuma and Clement with 1 home run each. And then Kirk with an extra base hit. All right, I'm going to go with Kazuma here. Tougher matchup. Weathers has been pitching well recently. And, yeah, I like how Kazuma looks here, but we will leave it at that for the Jays. White Sox and Tigers are next in Detroit. Wind blowing across to left field at 8 miles an hour. Drew Anderson on the mound for the Tigers. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 10 home runs this year. More vulnerable to righties when it comes to home runs. Top game day threats: Murakami, Vargas, Colson, Grichuk. Model percentage: Murakami, Vargas, Mydrith, Rogers. Matchup not really giving us much here. Top zone fits: Vargas, Antonacci, Mydrith, Rogers. And Vargas and Colson each have a home run off of Anderson. Grichuk with an extra base hit. All right, I'm really liking Murakami here. So we're going to go with him. I'm also going to go Benintendi here for a long shot. I like how he matches up here against Anderson. So we'll go Murakami and Benintendi. Sean Burke is pitching for the White Sox, right-handed pitcher. He's given up 17 home runs this year. Pretty even splits. A little bit more vulnerable to lefties, but we'll call it pretty much even here. Top game day threats for the Tigers: Valencia, Torkelson, Lee, Malgeri. Model percentage: Valencia, Dingler, Malgeri, Torque. Matchups like in Torque a little bit here. Top zone fits: Dingler, McGonigal, Torque, and Keith. And then Dingler and Torkelson each with an extra base hit against Burke in the past. All right, Dingler's been slumping a little bit here, but I'm liking him the most. So I'm going to go with him. I'm also liking McGonigal here for a long shot. So we'll go Dingler, McGonigal for the Tigers. Next game is the Marlins and the Reds in Cincinnati. Wind blowing out to right field at 8 miles an hour. Yuri Perez on the mound for the Marlins. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 15 home runs this year. More vulnerable to righties for sure. Hitting a better average against him and much more on the home run per 9. Top game day threats: Suarez, De La Cruz, Stewart, Stevenson. Model percentage: Suarez, Blade, Stewart, Ellie. Matchup liking Friedel and Rodriguez here. Top zone fits: Blade, Friedel, Suarez, McLean. And a lot of history here against Perez. Stewart, Stevenson, and McLean all have a home run. Friedel with 2 extra base hits. Blade and Suarez each with 1. All right. I'm actually really liking Gino here. He's been hitting the ball really good, and he has some good history against Perez. I'm also liking Sal Stewart here. He's got one off of Perez earlier this year, but he's seen him very good. And he matches up well too. Hits the fastball very good. Perez throws a lot of fastballs, so we'll leave it at that. Suarez and Stewart. Lodolo is on the mound for the Reds. Left-handed pitcher. He has given up 16 home runs this year. 14 of them have been to righties. Both sides of the plate hitting him well, but definitely more vulnerable to home runs against righties. Top game day threats: Conine, Hernandez, Casey, Mack. Model percentage: Conine, Hernandez, Mack, Ruiz. Matchup is favoring Sanoja and Lopez. Top zone fits: Hernandez, Lopez, Conine, Ruiz. And then just Xavier Edwards with an extra base hit in the past against Lodolo. All right, I'm loving Herberto here. He's up there for pick of the day. Hits lefties very good, and I like the matchup here against Lodolo. I'm also going to go with Ramirez here as a long shot. A little less confident here. I like Herberto the most, but I like how Ramirez looks here as well. We'll leave it at that for the Marlins. Padres and Guardians are next in Cleveland. Wind blowing across to right field at 7 miles an hour. Tanner Bybee on the mound for the Guards. He has given up 28 home runs this year. He is a right-handed pitcher, and more vulnerable to lefties for sure. 1.89 home runs per 9 against lefties. And he had been better of late. 2 starts ago, he gave up 3 home runs against the Mets. But other than that, he has not given up a home run in his other last 5 starts. So he has been good. Top game day threats: Merrill, Tatis, Machado, Campusano. Model percentage: Merrill, Tatis, France, Hayes. Matchup like in Sheets here. Top zone fits: Tatis, Bogarts, Merrill, Cronenworth. A lot of history here against Bybee. Home runs against him: Sheets, Rengifo, Tatis, Hayes, Fermin, and France. Bogarts has an extra base hit. All right, not loving this matchup here for the Padres, but I'm going to go with Merrill as my number 1 here. If I was going to pick a second, I'd go Sheets. He's got one off of Bybee in the past. He's only got 2 at-bats against him. He's 2 for 2, so I do like Sheets here as well. So we'll go Merrill, Sheets. Casey Mize on the mound for the Padres. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 10 home runs this year. And more vulnerable to righties, which is interesting. He's faced less righties. He's given up more home runs to righties. Top game day threats: Adele, Hoskins, Lowe, Hedges. Model percentage: Adele, Hoskins, Lowe, DeLauder. Matchup is liking Ramirez and Lowe. Top zone fits: Hoskins, DeLauder, Lowe, Kwan. Ramirez has 2 home runs off of Mize. Rocchio has 3 extra base hits, and Lowe has 1. I'm really liking DeLauder here against Mize's pitch mix. He's got a good zone fit too, so We'll go with DeLauder here, and I'm going to leave it at 1 for the Guardians. Next, we've got the Nationals and the Mets in New York. Wind blowing out to left field at 13 miles an hour. Jake Irvin on the mound for the Nats. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 12 home runs this year. Pretty even splits versus righties and lefties. Righties hitting better for average against him, but from a home run standpoint, even. Top game day threats: Lindor, Alvarez, Beatty, Young. Model percentage: Beatty, Lindor, Alvarez, Simeon. Matchup: like in Beatty and Young and Lindor. Top zone fits: Young, Beatty, Arias, and Bichette. We've got Lindor with 5 extra base hits against Irvin, 2 of them home runs. Beatty's got 2 home runs against him. Torrens with 2 extra base hits, and Arias with 1. All right, I'm liking Jared Young here. Best zone fit, matches up well. And for my second, I'm going to go with Marcus Simeon. So we'll go Young and Simeon here for the Mets. Christian Scott is pitching for the Mets. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 8 home runs this year. 7 of them have been to lefties. So that is where we'll target here for the Nats. Top game day threats: Ortiz, Chaparro, Abrams, Cruz. Model percentage: Abrams, Chaparro, Ortiz, Lyle. Matchup is liking Abrams and Vivas. Top zone fits: Vivas, Abrams, Nunez, Lyle. And then just Tana with an extra base hit against Scott in the past. Okay, I'm liking Abrams here. He looks good. It's a tougher matchup for the Nats, but liking him, I think I like just as much, if not maybe more, as Dalen Lyle. He's plus 520. So we'll go Abrams and Lyle here for the Nats. Phillies and Twins are next in Minnesota. Wind blowing out to right field at 11 miles an hour. Dean Kramer's on the mound here for the Twins. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 12 home runs on the season. Definitely vulnerable to the long ball on both sides of the plate. Top game day threats: Schwarber, Harper, Hill, Stott. Model percentage: Schwarber, Harper, Turner, Hill. Matchup not giving us too much here. Top zone fits: nothing great, but Arias, Sosa, Stott, and Marsh. You could see Marsh and Stott each with an extra base hit against Kramer. All right, loving Schwarber here. He looks really good against Kramer in the pitch mix. And for a long shot, I'm going to go with Alec Boehm. He's been hitting the ball really good recently. And, yeah, I like him here against Kramer. So we'll go Schwarber and Boehm. On the mound for the Phillies, Andrew Painter, right-handed pitcher. He has given up 16 home runs this year. Pretty even on splits here between lefties and righties. Top game day threats: Lewis, Bell, Jeffers, Clemens. Model percentage: Lewis, Larnach, Culpepper, Clemens. Matchups favoring Clemens and Bell. Top zone fits: Clemens, Martin, Bell, and Keyshaw. All right, give me Clemens here. I'm liking the zone fit, matchup, all of that. He looks really good. And long shot, but I'm going with Larnach as well. It's plus 920, so it's definitely a long shot. But we'll go Clemens and Larnach here for the Twins. Cardinals and Cubs are next at Wrigley Field. Wind blowing out to right field at 10 miles an hour. Edward Cabrera coming back from injury for the Cubs. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 19 home runs this year when healthy, so he's definitely vulnerable. And a little bit more so to righties, but both sides of the plate have been getting to him here. Top game day threats: Burleson, Baez, Crooks, Walker. Model percentage: Burleson, Baez, Pereira, Crooks. Matchups not telling us much. Top zone fits: Jordan, Herrera, Wynn, Weatherhold. Burleson with a home run off of him in the past. Wynn with an extra base hit. All right, my favorite here is Burleson. I'm going to go with him. Baez is tough not to take. He just went 3 times yesterday in his first 3 Major League at-bats. I'm going to lay off. He might prove me wrong here, but I'm going to lay off. I'm going to go Weatherhold as a long shot. So we'll go Burleson and Weatherhold for the Cards. Hunter Dobbins is on the mound for St. Louis. Right-handed pitcher. He has given up 6 home runs this year. A bit more vulnerable to righties across the board. Top game day threats: PCA, Suzuki, Conforto, and Taylor. Model percentage: Bregman, PCA, Suzuki, Taylor. Matchup is liking Bush. Top zone fits: Bush, Amaya, Bregman, Happ. Bregman and Horner with home runs against Dobbins, and then Conforto with an extra base hit. Man, I'm loving PCA here with the wind blowing out to right. He looks really good. So we'll go with PCA. And I'm also liking Michael Bush. I think I might like him just as much, if not more, than PCA. He's plus 470. So really liking Bush here for the Cubs. Rockies and Giants are next in San Francisco. Wind blowing out to center field at 8 miles an hour. Blade Tidwell on the mound for the Giants. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 3 home runs this year. He's not faced a ton of batters. Only 91 batters faced. Better numbers from lefties against him, though. Top game day threats: Goodman, Castro, Moniak, Veen. Model percentage: Goodman, Castro, Veen, Sullivan. Matchup not telling us much. Zone fits nothing great here, but Sullivan, Beck, Johnston, Castro. All right, I'm liking Moniak the most here. Oops. So we'll go with Moniak. And I'm going to go with Rumfield, too, as a long shot. I've been saying he's due. He's going to go one of these days here. But tougher ballpark, of course, playing in San Francisco. So really don't love this here. But I do really like Moniak. And like I said, long shot for Rumfield. Gabriel Hughes on the mound for the Rockies. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 3 home runs this year. 143 batters faced, so smaller sample size, but he has given up a better average to lefties. Home runs are pretty even on the splits. Top game day threats: Devers, Basabe, Eldridge, Barakoto. Model percentage: Eldridge, Devers, Adames, Basabe. Matchup is slightly favoring Devers, but it's not great. Top zone fits Eldridge, Devers, Adames, and Lee. I'm going to take Devers here. Good zone fit. Hits fastballs very good. And Gabriel Hughes is throwing a lot of fastballs. So we will go with him. And I like Basabe long shot here too. Surprised he's plus 790. But yeah, Devers and Basabe here. All right, Rangers and A's are next in Sacramento. Wind blowing across to right field at 3 miles an hour. Cody Bradford on the mound here for the Rangers. He's a left-handed pitcher. He's only faced 46 batters and giving up better averages to lefties for this small sample size. Top game day threats: Soderstrom, Servin, Muncy, Bolte. Model percentage: Soderstrom, Servin, Butler, Bolte. Matchup not giving us much. Top zone fits: Cortez, Wilson, Walton, and White. And then Butler has 2 extra base hits, one being a home run against Bradford. All right, I'm going to go with Zach Geloff here. And if I had to pick a second, I would take Muncy. More long shot for me, but he hasn't been too great since coming back from injury. So we'll go Geloff and Muncy. Jacob Lopez on the mound for the A's. Left-handed pitcher. He's given up 15 home runs this year. 13 have been to righties. Righties hitting much better against him. Top game day threats: Berger, Peterson, Seager, and Foscue. Model percentage: Peterson, Langford, Duran, Nimmo. Matchup is like in Duran and Freeman. Zone fits: Berger, Duran, Carter, Nimmo. And then Duran and Freeman each with extra base hits against Lopez. All right, I'm really liking Berger here. He matches up really good. So we'll go Berger with our number 1. I'm also liking Langford here to go back-to-back. So we'll go Berger and Langford for the Rangers. Royals and Angels are next in LA. Wind blowing out to center at 8 miles an hour. Ryan Johnson on the mound for the Angels. He's a right-handed pitcher, and he's given up 15 home runs this year. So definitely vulnerable to the long ball, and he is on both sides of the plate. Top game day threats: Caglione, Jensen, Rave, Witt. Model percentage: Caglione, Perez, Jensen, Rave. Matchup not giving us too much here. Top zone fits: Collins, Cags, Jensen, Lofton. All right, I'm really liking Jensen here. He's my favorite for the Royals. I don't love Cags as much against the pitch mix. I'm liking Jensen a bit more here. But I'm also liking Bobby Witt here too. He is due, but we're going to go Jensen and Witt. Kind of contrarian against Cags, but again, I just don't like how he matches up against the pitch mix as much. So Noah Cameron on the mound for the Royals. Left-handed pitcher. He has given up 18 home runs this year. Bit more vulnerable to lefties, even though he is a lefty. Top game day threats: Trout, Siri, Lowe, d'Arnaud. Model percentage: Siri, Lowe, Guzman, Trout. Matchup, it's not really saying much. Top zone fits: Peraza, Neto, Guzman, Shanwell. And Grisham has 2 extra base hits against him in the past. All right, I'm going to go with Neto here. Right on left matchup, which is a little bit worse here for against Cameron. But, yeah, I just like how Neto matches up here. Good zone fit, too. And I'm also going to take Jose Siri. So we'll go Neto and Siri here for the Angels. All right, second to last game, Brewers and Dodgers. Wind blowing out to right field at 8 miles an hour. Logan Henderson is on the mound for the Brewers. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 10 home runs this year. So he's been pretty good against the long ball. Actually, he's only 216 batters faced, so I take that back. He is definitely still vulnerable, but he's been good otherwise. But he has given up decent amount of home runs for the amount of batters he's faced. Top game day threats: Ohtani, Muncy, Fiducia, Teoscar. Model percentage: Muncy, Ohtani, Pages, Tucker. Matchup is liking Ohtani. Top zone fits: Tucker, Ohtani, Pages, Freeman. All right, you can see Chex and Cardi both picked Ohtani. I'm liking him a lot here too. Good zone fit. Looks really good here against Henderson. All right, and I'm going to go with Pages too with the good zone fit. Take him as our second here for the Dodgers. Tarek Skubal's on the mound for the Dodgers, left-handed pitcher. He's given up 13 home runs this year. A little bit more vulnerable on a per 9 basis to lefties, but he's seen much less lefties, so smaller sample size. Top game day threats: Bowers, Sanchez, Mitchell, Vaughn. Model percentage: Bowers, Vaughn, Terang, and Sanchez. Matchups like in Sanchez here. Top zone fits: Bowers, Sanchez, Contreras, Hamilton. And 3 guys with extra base hits against Skubal: Contreras, Terang, and Sanchez. All right, I am going to take Sanchez here. Good zone fit. He's got an extra base hit off of Skubal in the past. So I am liking him here, and I'm just going to leave it at 1 for the Brewers. All right, last game is the Mariners and the Astros in Houston. Sunday Night Baseball here. Brian Wu is on the mound for the Mariners. He's given up 13 home runs this year. He is a right-handed pitcher, but 9 of his 13 home runs have come against lefties, so more vulnerable versus lefties. Top game day threats: Jordan, Smith, Trammell, Velasquez. Model percentage: Pena, Smith, Alvarez, Trammell. Matchups liking Walker and Smith. Top zone fits: Altuve, Smith, Varsho, Walker. And then a few guys with home runs against Wu, Walker, Alvarez, Trammell. Smith and Wade with extra base hits against him. All right, I'm loving Jordan here. Sunday Night Baseball, big stage. I think he gets one off of Wu, who throws a lot of fastballs. And I'm also going to go Varsho here as a long shot. So we'll go Jordan and Varsho for the Stros. Hunter Brown pitching for the Astros. He's been very good this year. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 8 home runs. More vulnerable to lefties for sure. He has given up a decent amount of home runs for the batters faced, but he has still been good. Top game day threats: Raleigh, J-Rod, Canzone, Rosarena. Model percentage, Randy, J-Rod, Young, Wilson. Matchup is liking Canzone and Young. Top zone fits, Canzone, Young, Randy, Naylor. Decent amount of history here. J-Rod with a home run, and same with Naylor. J-Rod with a couple extra base hits on top of that. Canzone, 2 extra base hits. Randy, Donovan, Ward, all with 1. And I'm really liking Canzone here. He's my favorite. And I like J-Rod too. I like J-Rod. He hits, he's been hitting Brown well. Like him less than Canzone. Canzone's definitely my favorite. And then we'll go J-Rod. All right, but that does it for today's video. Apologize for the late upload on this, but good luck on your bets on this Sunday. Tomorrow we'll be posting earlier at the usual time, but let me know in the comments who you're taking. And like I said, good luck on your bets. We'll see you tomorrow.